Hi, this is Carla Dunston. The first article I will be analyzing is Organizational Change to Promote Student Success by George Boggs and Kristen McPhail. In the 2019 White House speech, President Obama announced that, and I quote, by 2020, America will once again have the highest proportion of college graduates in the world, end quote. President Obama's speech opened the floodgates for conversations about why community college exists and how community colleges operate and do business. The completion agenda and improving student completion rates were the center of conversations. In 2012, American Association of Community Colleges issued a report entitled Reclaiming the American Dream that summarized the findings from nationwide listening tours that they had done. Some of the concerns that were addressed in the report were reevaluating the community college's role, scope, and mission, achievement gaps, developing scalable, proven practices that relates to student success or the needs of students. The concern was that students were enrolling at the community colleges, but not enough were obtaining credentials or completing programs. Organizational change is the focus of the debate in regards to student success and whether community colleges are equipped and ready to handle the challenge. Leaders must review, analyze policies, procedures, practices to meet and improve student success. Leaders must determine if change is necessary, and if so, what strategies to implement. As with any change, resistance is always a factor. And to reduce resistance to change, a college president must communicate why the change is important, how the change will improve student success or access and progression and completion, and how the change will impact the community, and how important their input and recommendations are to the change. So transparency and communication of the changes are important in obtaining internal and external support. Achieving a Dream has recognized some of the changes that community colleges and community college leaders have made in instructional and student support services in regards to the student success. The instructional changes are, as you can see, I won't read them, I'll just let that stay there for a minute. But these are some of the instructional changes that the Achieving a Dream had recognized nationally that community colleges have implemented. Some of the student support service changes are listed here. Again, nationally, what has been done in regards to student support service changes. So community college leaders really have two choices. You can change the students you serve, or you can change instructional and support service offered. Nash Community College was selected in 2018 as a cohort community college for the NC Guided Pathways to Success initiative through the North Carolina Community College System. The NC Student Success Center is a resource for community colleges in the implementation of the completion agenda. The role of the North Carolina Student Success Center, as stated on the website, is to, and I quote, work with colleges to align policies and practices with our mission and values to ensure access, equity, significant learning, and completion credentials, end quote. As one of the 17 cohort community colleges for 2018, Nash has been provided training, coaching, and technical assistance in implementing pathways for student success. Nash has developed a detailed plan in regards to identifying the priorities and strategies for obtaining, designing, and implementing guided pathways. The team also completed a scale of adoption self-assessment. This tool was used to help the college assess how far we were toward adopting the central guided pathways. One of the instructional strategies, instructional changes the college has embarked upon is the recent purchase of Avisio, which is an early alert system to keep students on track for completion. Information sessions were provided last week to give faculty and staff an overview of the technology and the impact on their areas or for their areas. The tool provides a central location for faculty, staff, and advisors to communicate jointly and to advise students who are at risk of completing. So once implemented, data will be used to track student success. A student support service change the college made was providing career coaches for high school and feeder schools. Just recently, we hired an additional career coach because of the need to motivate and prepare students for college level coursework in a program of study when they enroll in college. National and state resources have been available for community college to implement the completion agenda. As I have attended several NC Success Center meetings, a common theme and question that continues to surface is finding funding and resources locally to implement the instructional and student support changes necessary to increase completion rates. The second article that I would analyze is Laying the Foundation for Ethical Practice in Ethical Leadership in the Community College, Paradigm Decision Making and Praxis, John L. Wood and C. Nevarez. The reading is a guide to assist individuals in becoming ethical leaders, ethical thinkers, and decision makers. Ethical paradigms provide leaders with a broader understanding of how they are making decisions. When making a decision, you would analyze the situation using 4 paradigms to determine potential course of action. These are the 4 ethical paradigms. The ethic of justice, or rule of law, is a decision-making paradigm that relies on rules, policies, codes, state board code, local policies, and codes. The ethic of critique is focused on advocating for the interests and needs and outcomes for those who have historically been underrepresented or underserved. The ethic of care focuses on care, connection, trust. It's what's best for those you serve. The ethic of local community seeks what's best for the community. So the community becomes your priority. So leaders usually prefer one ethical paradigm versus another. George Vaughan provides 5 components of the institution's mission, which are open access, open door policy of providing for all students, comprehensive educational plan, a program which is providing an array of academic, vocational, technical, or remediation programs, serving the community, which is understanding and addressing the workforce and economic needs of the community, teaching and learning, providing good sound instruction and hands-on training for our students, and then lifelong learning, which is just providing continuous learning opportunities for all people. So Nevarez and Wood provided one additional mission component, which was student success. So on page 32 in the book, this diagram depicts how the 4 ethical paradigms intersect with the 5 mission components. So I'll give you an opportunity to look at that. So as an ethical leader, I must be accountable, responsible, and committed to understanding Nash Community College mission and vision and putting these into action, putting the mission and the vision into action, utilizing these 4 ethical paradigms based on the situation. One thing I think that is frustrating as an ethical leader is learning about different models and theories and putting them into action, but it's frustrating when the organization usually uses a specific decision-making model. So these are the questions that I will post.